Welcome everybody. It's nice to see you again. Today is Friday, it's the last day of the week, so we are ready for another session. And so what's going on today, guys? I'm first showing you what happened yesterday, because yesterday we had still open this trade on DAX, German DAX, and on gold. So I decided basically to close gold and lose about 50 euro. But I closed with a good profit my trade on German DAX with 350. So now we are up by 100,150 euro for this week. And now the win rate is going down a little bit because I lose on gold, lose some part on the DAX. So we are 70%. We have 14 winning trades and 20 losses. So this is it, guys. So now the situation is like this. In the morning we had a very big sell-off. I will show you on Dow Jones. Okay, let me show you what happened during the whole day. You see, this is the opening of Dow Jones, and it fell down to around 45,440. And now it's going back to the top of the day, so we are around 46,000 rounded. Welcome to Simone, thanks to be here. So we are recovering on all the market. This indicator is the same as this one, so it's just the unbalanced volume with its linear regression. So everything is set now. I will reduce it again, so we will only use this one to check our trades on real time if we open something. And of course, if we decide to follow the slope of the linear regression after the opening of Wall Street in little less than half an hour. So in the meantime, we will stick to our strategy in Renko. Of course, as I mentioned yesterday, I removed gold because I don't want to see it ever again until they will decide that it will be a normal market and not just a manipulated one. So I replaced gold with Bitcoin versus USD Tether. So now we have Bitcoin against Tether. And I use this one instead of Bitcoin dollar because the spread is tighter, is smaller than that one. So it's more profitable for us. It's a very good asset. And of course, it's not under manipulation for other reason, for let's say secret reason, but almost everybody that is pretty aware of what's going on finance knows why gold now is rising so much like crazy. It touched 43.70 today. Now it's going a little down, but I don't care. I prefer to have this set. So now we have Nasdaq, we have Bitcoin Tether, we have DAX, and we have Dow Jones, and we will stick to this four market. And we will going on with the strategy on Renko, and possibly, if there is a pretty good chance, we will trade also on after the opening of Wall Street. We will trade following the slope of the unbalanced volume. And with this configuration, we will have very good result. And luckily yesterday I was super careful about gold, and I lose just a little because I decided to open a little, and I was pretty fast to decide to close the position because I realized there was no chance to went out there with a good profit, so I decided to lose it. So okay, now it's time to wait and see. Okay, so Dow Jones is making this small pullback. The histogram is red, so that area will be nice for short setup as they all reached the area. Slope is going down, histogram was down. Here it almost reached the threshold of overbought. So that will be a good one to make 20-40 points on Dow Jones, but we wasn't here yet. So okay, so Nasdaq is pretty the same situation, but the histogram is green here, so it's still in a long setup. While let me show you a little bit Bitcoin, because we didn't see in the previous days. So today it starts with a pretty big sell-off from 110,000 to 104 straight, and below 104,000. So it was 103,778 around the minimum, and then afterwards we have this small recover, and we are still below the VWAP slope, the average one, and no signal yet, even though the slope now is going down, it's going up, sorry, on OBV, and the histogram is green. So maybe in the coming minutes we can have a nice setup. And regarding the DAX, we have pretty the same situation as American ones, even though this recovery of DAX is not that strong like on Dow Jones. So we are far away from the opening of the day, that it was around 24,050, and now we are 23,911. So there is a gap of 120-130 points, so it's weaker, the situation on DAX, the scenario. And on the Markov chain, we have a range forecast for Nasdaq, S&P 500, and Dow Jones, with DAX as well. So for all our indices, we have a range forecast, and it's confirmed for everything. We still expect some trend on gold, but the forecast is not that reliable, only 36%. And we expect trend on Bitcoin 67, sorry, percent. So be careful, because as it start going down, it can keep going down, because the trend now, at least for the last few days, is for sure bearish on BTC. So now it's time for us for waiting for a good signal, pretty reliable one, and we'll be on the run. My target for every week is to earn 1,250, so across the month, in 4 weeks, we'll make 5,000 euro. So this is the goal of the channel, and we will see if I am managing to reach this goal. Of course, if we can earn more, it's better, because we are already there. After the gain on DAX, we are already up by 1,150. That is actually 1,090 euro, because we spent 60 euro for commission. But the good part is that we have never been overnight. As you can see, there is no swap we paid here. With these rates, it's very expensive to keep position overnight. So I hope I can keep going on and close all the position within the day. Of course, I decided to call my channel on Twitch Intraday Trading, so intraday be hit, it should be. So we will save a lot of money in swap, and we will have a pretty good result, and it will be easy for you to check and see how my activity is going on. I remind you that all the time I show this part of my MetaTrader. In this box you can find all the session stats with the win rate, the profit factor, the average winning trade, the average losing trade, the risk reward ratio, the profit and loss by day and by week. you will find it here. So anytime I show this page, you can check my progress and keep track of my activity. So let me greet Daniele. Welcome, Daniele. I was waiting to short euro dollar, but it went down without giving me the chance to sell. This asset is always like this. Not all the time is so clear to show you. Actually, on this indicator we have a very nice divergence, but not easy to catch. And yes, when it tests the third deviation standard of the VWAP and find the overbought, RSI, CCI, and all of my Z-score on this Three Musketeers indicator, we had a very good one. So not so easy to catch anyway, Daniele, and anyway it's not a problem. There will be some new chances for you in the coming hours, so don't worry, be patient like you are, and you will find some good trades for sure. Me, I don't like euro dollar. Me don't like it. It's too slow. I like it back in 2007. Before the subprime crisis, it was crazy. It was super volatile, and anytime there was a data release, even doesn't matter if from ECB or Fed, it going up so much, so you just need to wait and do like I did the other day when Wall Street opening. I just wait for an engulfing on a small time frame and just keep it going, and it goes up so much. And back then we were around 1.50 exchange rate, so it was far higher than now. Good times. Very interesting to trade on euro dollar. Then afterwards it became more boring and not so interesting like it was back then. Okay, let's see, maybe Bitcoin will give us a chance. Take a look at this pullback. RSI and CCI almost there. We're still waiting for MACD and the marker, while momentum is already there. The histogram is green, so it can be reliable. We have to be very careful. I don't trade so much on these assets, so we will start with the smallest lot, as we did all the time. That is always a good, but let me add it to my panel, otherwise it will be not possible to trade it. BTC USDT PM. And that's it. All right, now we got it on our panel. Let me show you. Okay, you see when I open, you see, okay, we can go to BTC USDT and we will put just the micro lot just to participate and try to get confidence with this new market. Okay, that is very volatile. It can be dangerous, but anytime a market is dangerous is also potentially profitable. So we will wait and see if we have the chance to have a very good setup on BTC, and then afterwards we are waiting for the opening of Wall Street and see if we can start with any indexes. So let's wait, let's be patient, as I always tell. Sometimes it's boring, but it's the only way to make money, or at least for what I know. That's good, Daniela. This is the right approach. So when you don't have good setup, you can make analysis, you can process data, you can study a little bit. So there is no dead time on trading. There is always the chance to do something important for the future. And even in the moment where we are not trading, we can learn something. We can anyway check the charts try to feel the market, feel how it's pulsing, if it's active, not active, how it's ticking, you know, like when you put like this, the more it ticks, the more it's volatile. If it doesn't tick so much, if you don't see changing color here and it's slow, it means there is no activity, and if there is no activity, there is no profit, guys. A trader needs volatility, and always look for that. So without activity, it's better to stay out of the market. This is a golden rule. Okay. Let's be calm and see what's going on. BTC is seems about to close a green candle, so no setup yet for us. The RSI stop at 28, so it's too early. Even though you can find support from Bollinger Bands and from the first deviation standard of the VWAP, -1. See, it's red, so we have a double support for BTC for a small bounce, I guess. I hope, because if it goes down a little bit more, we can try for a long setup, because on the other market, all the situation on, especially on RSI, is neutral for all of them, so we don't have setup. I don't know. I was thinking even to modify a little bit the time, the schedule of the sessions. Maybe instead of start half an hour before Wall Street, we can start 10 minutes before and finish later, because in the last 2 days I had very good chance to close yesterday my DAX trade, liquidate my gold, and the day before, after we stopped the live, there was a very good chance to catch some long trades on the Americans, on DAX as well. But as I told you, I just trade live. So on this account, you will only see something that I trade with you. Of course, if it's necessary, I will close some trades afterwards, and I will update you on my Telegram. So of course, now I will show you my social media, especially Telegram, because that is important to check my activity. Everything is there, and you can find notification about when I start my live trades every day. And okay, I will share my Telegram channel also on YouTube. So here we go. If you didn't join my Telegram channel yet, please do it. Enter it. It's everything for free as always, and you can have an update about my position in case I need to close it when I'm not streaming live. Here on this small panel, I added the server time. So here we have the time of the server. It's useful, especially for me that I'm in Cyprus, so the servers are here. So it's my time, this one is 1 hour more than Italy, of course, but at least I can check the time here without putting on another monitor and get distracted. So the focus will be the best now. Little improvement of this panel where I keep my risk. So here you can see that now if I want to be half aggressive, I can risk 7,000 euro because this indicator check my statistics, check how I perform, it check my drawdown so far, and it tells me, okay, with this step, with this result, I can risk until 7,000. Anyway, there is a reducing factor, so the win rate, for example, is 0.64 and not 0.70, because I reduce all my factor to not risk so much, because with my result I can risk even 20,000 euro, but I don't think it's sane to do it. So I prefer to be more careful, and until a 7%, let's say that I can have a drawdown, and this algorithm tell me that I can recover easily. So that's the way I set it. For Daniel again. Okay, what Daniel meaning about good analysis? That I'm predicting the market direction accurately. Sometimes I like the timing, but overall it's okay. Yes, that's important, Daniele. So that means that you are a good analyst. Maybe you have to improve the kind of indicators that you use to find a better timing. So my suggestion, why you don't put also a Renko chart of euro dollar to have a better timing? Of course, Renko chart improve the timing because it gives you a very good reversal if you set it correctly. I mean the brick in the right number of pips. So for example, let me show you while we're waiting for a good signal. Now we have the 15 minutes chart. So it's all about add average true range indicator. I set it to 20, it's a good measure. And then afterwards we add an average, simple average of the average true range. So we can put it here, add it to the previous indicator data, that means not to the chart but to the ATR, and then I set it to 1000, so I have a measure of how normally is the volatility on 15 minutes, and that is 6 pip. So if you want a good Renko chart on euro dollar to manage a 15 minutes time frame, you put it by 6 pip, you set your brick to 6 pips, and you got it, and you can see it. You can see the indicator, Daniele. Wait a second. Your friend Marco is about to make you a gift. So, okay. Okay, so you got it on Telegram. I send you the Santa Renko. It's called like this, guys. If you want to find it, it's for free in the market of MetaTrader. The developer is an Italian guy, make a pretty good job, even though sometimes get crazy draw plot some more candles, but it's not a problem, it's manageable. Then afterwards I will try to make my own version, and I will give to everybody's on my Telegram channel. So that's it. Okay, and then afterwards to set it, let me show you, but it's very easy. We will plot it together because as I can see there is nothing to do. So okay, let me open one euro dollar chart. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Okay. So anytime we want to plot a Renko chart, we set it to 1 minute time frame. Then of course we take this Santa Renko. You're gonna find it here in the market. Santa Renko, okay. So we have to make it 6 pip. So that means 6 plus the pipette, so it's 60. And then afterwards you put the start date on my broker. We start from the 1 minute database start from January 1st, 2023. So I set it like this. And yeah, I got it. And then afterwards, when you are in this position, you want to add, I don't know, I suggest commodity channel index 25 period. You set it like this. You add it a couple of overbought, oversold level, plus 150, minus 150 should be okay. And here we go. We got it. So you already have something like this. And all the rest you have to do on a forex chart is manage very well the levels, because of course here you have some false signal, but if you do my money management, here you win already. Here one is a straight win, and here you gotta go for the second one. But as you can see, it's pretty precise. Sometimes you have to fix your position with the second and third entrance, but if you manage it with the levels that are super important on forex market, you will find before with your analysis the support, the resistances, and then afterwards you will combine with some algorithm analysis with a simple CCI. And for everybody, I give a simple setup for a Renko chart, sorry. And yes, if you want to refine it a little bit, you can, for example, add a VWAP. VWAP you find in the market. I make my own one because I wanted to manage some other stuff. Okay, you can put it like this, and you have a pretty good indication. Or another thing that you can do, if you want something simpler than the VWAP, you can put the Bollinger Bands, like long-term settings, 50 period, 2.5 deviation, and you have something like this, and it gives you also a easy study of how volatility is going. So also anytime it lays on the Bollinger Bands and we have an oversold or overbought, it's normally a good signal, and then afterwards you can manage it. That's it. Little Renko lesson for everybody for free. Welcome to my channel. All right, so it's about time. Yes, it is. We're going up. So okay, so we're gonna buy if Dow Jones, that is the slope is going up still, so it breaks the bottom. So if it breaks the top also, we will go long and try to catch 20 points like we did the other time, because the slope is going up. Let me get rid of one thing that we don't need. Okay, all right. Perfect. So the slope is still going up. If we have a breakout of this top within the 3 minutes bar, we'll go long, try and catch 20 points. Otherwise, nothing. Okay, because we don't have any other setup, and Nasdaq is not so interesting for me, so we will stuck to Dow Jones and we'll stay here. Let's see, I already set a 0.25 lot in case I need to make a second entrance. Okay, it's not time yet. Okay, so I send. No, cazzarola, perché non mi fa vedere? Okay, let's see if it manages. It's just a 44 euro trade. If it doesn't reach, we will go with this and we will fix the position. The slope is up also on Renko, so we expect a breakout of the top here, but it's not that fast, so we need to wait. I wasn't sure about that, so I put just a 0.25 not to risk so much. Don't want it to be too aggressive on this trade until I find something nice on Renko. Now we are neutral everywhere. So let me raise a little bit the target here. Okay. So if it goes there is 65 euro around minus commission. Included the commission, excluded, sorry, the commission, what I'm telling. Okay, let's see if they manage to break this point and we can go. Okay, almost there. Push it. And no. Okay, it's done. We start like this. A small one, 65 euro, because we spent 2.50 euro for commission. So we round up our account a little bit, just use this setup because it was the only I see decent to trade, but I didn't want to risk so much, you know. So we start like this. It's not bad. Nothing special, but better than nothing. Just let me check how much this trade lasts. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Okay, not bad, not bad. So let's switch to Nasdaq a little bit because it's going on top. I will show you the whole day. You see we are below the top, but is recovering, but the slope is going down. The histogram is red, so maybe we will have a decent short signal. I'm not sure, but gonna see it. Okay, this one we set it to 2 minutes just to check in case the trade we do, we don't have the RSI, didn't reach the threshold, but double divergence, CCI, RSI, MACD, MACD, sorry. Okay, so now it's time for waiting. And see, I lost this signal on DAX, that it was actually pretty good. Divergence, slope is going down, but with histogram up, RSI reached the threshold, so yes, it was not that bad. Anyway, they're struggling here on the resistance, both Nasdaq and Dow Jones. Here we are. Dow Jones, here is the situation. I didn't ask too much. We went out here, and it was a correct decision, at least for the moment. So let's stuck to Nasdaq. That is, it can be the first one to give us a signal. So let's wait. Okay, it's pushing. Okay. Oh, careful. We can have a pretty good signal on Dow Jones. Not time yet because RSI doesn't reach, but look at the histogram is going red as well. We have all the three musketeers here, but we only miss the RSI. And I never anticipate the trade, never, guys. You know me, I prefer to wait. Even though sometimes it means to lose an opportunity. Look how Nasdaq is falling down now, but rules are rules, guys. We create rules to follow it. So, okay. Okay, look at the indicator here, is okay, the slope is going down, so I won't take the long one because the histogram is red, the slope is going down, even though the linear regression is little higher. This one doesn't exist, but we will wait for a divergence in case. And we don't consider this one as a green candle because it doesn't exist. This is a bug of the Santarenko indicator, so we will wait. But if you wonder why the author call it Santarenko, think about what Santa Claus does. Okay, so we say this one doesn't exist. So if it's set a first one, we will wait for a second one to build a divergence. If they go up straight, we will not do the trade because there is the problem with the histogram. So this is our first one. This doesn't exist, this doesn't exist, this doesn't exist. So we just wait. No, actually this one exists because it pushed to 95. Yes, yes, this one exists. So okay, potential second one we can wait and trade it because there will be the divergence and it will be correct because this one exists, this one exists, this one no, this one no. We have both double divergence. The OBV is rising a little bit, and we also have the signal on this indicator, and it's creating a divergence as well. Of course, this is a combination of this one, so of course we have it, but not time for entering long yet, so we just wait. Okay. I want to see as much as I can, or let's watch it all. In case I open the trade, I will put the candlestick chart. Okay, and it breaks down. So time for waiting a little bit. Let's see if we can build something. Okay, I will wait a little bit and see if they close this candle. We will wait again because it just breaks this level, and I'm afraid that they just want to create a false signal here. So we wait for another fall to start our progression. Exactly what I was worried about. now we could enter, but I prefer not, because I'm still afraid, because it's just quarter of hour after the opening of Wall Street, so it's still early. They can still push down a little bit, and the signal is not that clear. Maybe we will find something on Bitcoin. Okay, let's see what they want to do. No, Bitcoin is started before this. The RSI reached the oversold area, so no way. DAX is not interesting at the moment. So for sure in the weekend I have to work on my Renko expert advisor, because this one plots too much candles when volatility is high, especially during the opening of Wall Street, and this affects my indicator that it's all set to be very precise, but if the chart is not precise, that can be a problem. So I want to improve this stuff, and if I manage to do it, next week we will have more fun than this one. Even though I guess this result is a pretty good one on live trading, managing the streaming, managing a lot of screens. I have 4 here only on this PC. So when I trade myself, everything is easier, and I don't have to talk and explain to a crowd, not in my mother language, what I'm doing, so everything is easier. But anyway, I think it's a good result for the first week, and I will try to make it better and better, because I'm also learning this method. It's very young, I just created it, so I want to improve, and the first thing I need is a very good expert advisor that plots very solid Renko chart with no fake candles. And it will be hellish to create it with ChatGPT, because I already noticed that she makes a lot of mistakes, so it will take time. I hope I can finish during the weekend, but I'm not that sure. Okay, let's zoom the DAX a little bit, so we will see if CCI reads, the slope is going down, the histogram is red. Basically, the three musketeers reached the area, we just missed the CCI. So forget about Bitcoin 1 second and check where we are on DAX. Okay, so we are here, and the potential resistance area is like 40 points over this level, the current level, even though now we are a double top here, but it seems like they want to break it out. Okay, so let's go to, oops, let's go to candle a second, and I will put DAX on it. Okay, so they are about to break out this top here. Some zoom. I think we need a couple of green bricks more to get the CCI to the threshold, and then afterwards, given the strength of DAX, we will wait for a divergence, and we will trade that. While in the meantime, Nasdaq is as the third attempt to this point, so it will possibly break out this, yes, by 10-20 points, but I don't know if it's actually 3, because here also the chart get crazy, so maybe it's not the first one, I don't remember. So forget it, don't do it, don't do anything, and wait. We will wait for a divergence on DAX. 77.5, we need one more, and we will be there. Okay, anyway, the breakout occur on Nasdaq. 1 and 2, 3. Only one for the moment. RSI didn't reach. I still need one to get to 80. At least. So let's see if we will push it again little bit. This doesn't exist, and this pisses me off because it destroys all the indicators. And I don't know if I can manage to get out of this quicksand with ChatGPT. I hope so, because it's complicated, guys. It's really complicated to create a Renko expert advisor. And let me kindly say to the guys from MetaQuotes that produce MetaTrader, that is a scandal that after 21 years since the releasing of this software, they didn't add the Renko chart by itself that you can plot just with the software. That's my opinion. Humble, at least. The MetaTrader by itself is more Spartan than a Fiat car in the 80s. No optional. You have to build it yourself. But if they build a native Renko chart on MetaTrader, it will work. It seems like they don't care. And we are not many traders to using it. And for me, it's a pity, because I consider Renko chart far better than candlestick chart. It's just that all traders are used to candlestick, but because everybody teaches candlestick. And in my opinion, space is more relevant than time, because space is what we earn or lose. And time, yes, okay, we spend more time in the trade, less time in the trade, but What matters afterwards is how much you gain and how much you lose. Okay. So now we will focus on DAX and we will see if we have the chance to get into the trade. Anyway, every single day of this week they try to sell off and then the market recover. So my question is, how many times it can go like this? They already saved the market 4 times for sure since yesterday, and this seems to be the 5th time they saved the market again. So I'm not sure it will hold forever and last forever. Okay. So let's wait and see. We wait for DAX. Okay, now DAX is dead here. They want to decide what they want to do. I will not enter if it closes a red candle here. I will wait for the divergence because market is strong, and even though it can make a little pullback and we can scalp it, but I prefer to trade on a divergence because it scares me a little bit how much they are able to recover anytime they fall down within the day. So we will wait a second attempt and see what we can do. Or maybe if the pullback of Nasdaq will be a little bit deeper, considering the green histogram, we will try and follow it to go long. Even though now Dow Jones is falling down so much, we didn't have the signal here because it was red here. They reached but not RSI because it stopped at 78. So it didn't hit the overbought area, so no signal for us. So let's go back to DAX and see if it builds this divergence, and we will trade it. Okay, potential signal on Dow Jones. You see, green one, slope going up, this reach as well. So we will wait DAX a little bit and we try to work on Dow Jones, because Nasdaq now, DAX closed the red bar and it needs to create a divergence, so it will take time. So we will wait a little bit if we can do something on Dow Jones. This doesn't exist. Okay, let's go. Okay, okay. This is a good one, guys. 20 points in. This is a perfect trade, actually. This is a very good one because everything was correct, and then afterwards I will explain. It's 100 euro, 99.41 minus commission, so we're up by 1,250. We have 2 straight gain today, and yes, we already accumulate almost 50 points on Dow Jones, combined with the 2 trades, 164 profit today, and profit and loss of the week, included commission, 1,315, not bad. And here, guys, it's one of my favorite signals, because we had everything correct. We had this little divergence on RSI, CCI reach, all these three indicators reach the area, red histogram, slope going up, signal on the indicator combined, so very fast, and a few seconds and we catch our 100 euros, so that's very good. I'm very happy about this trade. It's a good one, and of course I will create a reel for my Instagram on this trade because it's so fast. Let me check it again. It was, oh yes, 9 seconds. In 9 seconds we get the target, so that was very good. Okay, for Daniele, let me check euro dollar until we wait for another signal. Okay, I sold euro at around 116.78, so this area, Daniele. Okay, and you want to go to 60 straight for 18, right? Yes, 60 straight. So let's see, where is it? Wait a second. We will move this one to 160, and yes, this is here, more or less. Yes, it's correct. It was that resistance we saw yesterday, so it's a very good point to set your take profit. So yes, hopefully you will do it. Let me refresh this one a little bit. Okay, the slope is still going down, the histogram is red. Yes, it's creating this divergence, but it's still so flat in the swing, so I guess the natural target is where you set it, and I don't know, maybe you want to keep a little part of the position and see if you can push some 10 points, 10 pips below 116.50 for one part of the trade if you are exposed. Otherwise, if you are satisfied with this area, you won't risk nothing. Most probably will reach this area, and even soon. You see, it's accelerating, so I guess I can suggest a break even to set it at, you can set it here, your break even on the top of this one, because if it absorbs this one, it can reverse the situation. So set a break even at 116.74, and now you have a joyride for free. Target or break even, no risk anymore. Very good short trade anyway. Okay, so yes, maybe we are about to sell DAX. Here we go. Just need to wait a red one and we will be short on DAX. Okay. Yes. Okay, time for waiting, guys. Just need to wait a little bit until it's the moment. Okay, you see the kind of figure that DAX is building is a classic wedge on top. Something like this. This is the cross of the trend line, and it can be even the top of DAX if we close this candle again. Okay, let's see what they want to do, because we know how DAX it is. Sometimes it sleeps and don't do anything, and then wake up again and start moving like crazy. So we have to be very patient. Okay, DAX keep pushing on top. Okay, it's about time for a breakout on DAX, I guess. Should be the time. Yes, here we are. Okay, then I will update the wedge, because as long as this goes up, I have to move this one while this one is correct. Still going. Towards the first VWAP standard deviation plus Bollinger Bands. This can be a very good resistance for us. So let's see if they manage to reach this area, and then afterwards they will maybe try another pullback. Okay, we are there. So update this one. We'll update to the Bollinger, and most probably we'll reach there. So yes, we're almost ready to get in. So let's wait, let's be patient. We have to do a very good trade and waiting for it in the right time. Guys, I don't know if it's a good moment to go short on DAX. I guess 24,040 should be the area, the perfect area for a short trade. And I'm saying that because yesterday they make a rally like this by 200 points, that it was when we start selling, and we start selling when it was 160 points, and the good short comes when they reach 200 euros. So this should be the normal volatility measure in these days. So maybe it's better to wait a little bit more, and if we lose the signal, it's not a big problem, but at least we will have a very good one. And also the histogram is turning as the slope, but it will need to make a pullback. Here it make a small one with a pause, you can catch one candle and that's okay. But 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. I guess it's better to wait, guys. Sorry, but I prefer to make perfect trades, not trade just because we have just a divergence. There is something missing here to do a good one, and it's too slow now. We have Dow Jones on top, now it's falling down a little bit. trying to build a pullback, and Nasdaq as well. DAX is the strongest of the company now. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin as well. What's going on? Nothing. So, okay, go on with DAX and see if we will have a chance afterwards. That should be the area, and let me check if we have, oops. Let me check if we have something there. Is there something where I said, oh yes, it's the yesterday bottom, it's 24,040. So yes, that could be the right area. So if they decide to make a pullback before, we just let it do it. But if they go up straight and reach this area 24,040, then afterwards we will be ready to go short, because it will pull the string so much, the divergence will go on, and that will be interesting. Even though Dow Jones is making a pretty convincing pullback here, you see, Nasdaq already started, and yeah, DAX is like yesterday, ignoring the pullback of the other American ones and goes by itself on its own path. So I guess we gotta wait that area, and that area will give us very nice pullback. So let's see if they did. Yes, I noticed, Daniele. Congratulations on your trade. Very good one. And see. Anyway, was pretty precise, this signal. It catches the minimum, the bottom of the Dow Jones, and then it goes straight up. That was good. Okay, DAX is there, stuck. Maybe they try now, breakout. Yes, almost there. Come on guys, push. So then afterwards we can go short. No way, not time yet. Okay, Now they're trying to going down. Guys, we will not take this one. I don't like the area. Yes, we have this one. It's not bad, but I don't trust DAX now. I will take it if they go up again and they make a new top. I can make it, because normally when they make a rally, they make 1, 2, 3 wrong points, wrong pullback, wrong key reversal. They make the first one, and if they make the first one, normally you win. If not, they can extend to 7. That means that I will do 3 entrances, and I will have my target. So I want to wait another one, and in the meantime we will see if we can do something different. Maybe on Bitcoin, for example, it's going down. We will see. The slope is still up, even though it seems to fall down a little bit, but not that much, so it's acceptable. And we will see. I don't think we need this anymore. I will cover this marcotosoni chain. We don't need it anymore. Okay, and okay. All right. So we can see on Bitcoin, I already tell you, I will use micro lot to get confidence with this market, because I don't know it very well. So I want to understand how much is risky. So I will start with the smallest one, and we will be safe and sound. And maybe in the coming days, when I will be more aware of how it works, this one, I will use some bigger lots. Yes, I was right. They wanted to make a new top, so they are trying now. The second one doesn't exist. This one exists, this doesn't. And anyway, guys, sorry, it's my time for a break, so wait for me a little bit. I will leave you the screen. I will just take out camera so you can check what's going on. Okay guys, I'm back. So what happened in the meantime? DAX fell down a little bit, but as I told you, I wanted to wait. So maybe we will have a chance on Bitcoin. Yes, RSI reach, so we can wait for it. Let's see where we are. Not the best area, so let's wait on it as well. Okay, so let's see what we can do. We have a potential signal on Nasdaq, and this doesn't exist, of course. Let's check where we are. We are here, okay. So the slope is still not going up, but we are almost there. We have signal here, so it's okay. We can try and trade it. I will start with a small size 0.50, not exaggerating. And let's show the candlestick chart as well. So we want some clues about the pattern. Okay, so if it forms a candle, we are ready. And we go with a quick target by just 10 points, and we increase the position afterwards if we fall down again. Here there's low, the OBV is going up, so it's not that bad. This doesn't exist. This as well, this the first one, okay, falls down, so we have to go for the second one in case. Okay, let's wait. Still not time. Okay, let's check. I'm gonna show you also the average price. Now we don't need this because it will be longer. Okay. Okay, so we go there. How pity they didn't reach for just a little bit. Okay, another step. Need candles as well to check the setup. It's a pity we almost reached the target in very few seconds and it wasn't possible. This doesn't exist, of course. It's a problem to manage when it builds these wrong candles. We don't know exactly where it is. But anyway, we'll go on. Okay. Okay, now we have this take profit here, 83, 10 points. Let's see if they manage. Almost. All right, guys, it's done. Okay, so let me show you how much we do. We are up 334 euro now and almost 1,500. Of course, we spend 80 euro for commission, so we are 1,405 euro. And okay, let me check how much we get out of these trades. So we earn 41,200 on another one and we lose 54 on the first one. So yes, that was good. And since the first entrance, it takes 5 minutes and 2 seconds to close it. Not bad. Not bad, very nice divergence, slope was going up, timing wasn't that good. We entered first year, second year, third year, and then afterwards this doesn't exist, so this was the bottom, and then afterwards we have our gain, and yes, we are up almost 1,500 this week, so let's see if we have the chance to make a last one. Welcome to Giuseppe, thank you very much, man, I appreciate. And welcome to Fabio, good to see you again. Thank you guys to be here. So for Giuseppe, let me show you my new Instagram channel. I invite you to join us, and of course I will share many things. Of course I'll make a resume of my activity here, and I also during the week I will publish some analysis both in Italian and English, so there will be the chance to see also what I think about the market, not by scalping or intraday trading, but in a more long-term view of the market, and I will try to make some forecast and tell my opinion about the market. So thank you for your comment, I really appreciate. And yes, follow me and I will show you as much as I can. And regarding the stats, Giuseppe, I mentioned before, maybe you weren't here, if you look here where I have the crosshair, look where I'm moving, here you have the box, it's session stats, and the win rate is perpetual. So since we start, we make 25 trades and I make 18 winning ones, so we are up 72%. This is the profit factor since we start. The average win and the average loss is perpetual. Here we have the risk reward, but now we are flat. And then afterwards we have our profit and loss on a daily base and on a weekly base. Anyway, I can tell you that my drawdown so far this week is 1,000 euro. I was down 1,000 euro in the worst moment yesterday on DAX, and then afterwards I closed with a 350 profit. And also here on this box below my logo, I have this is an algorithm I made with ChatGPT, and it serves me to understand how much I can lose when I start accumulate my position, because I always do a scanning into the position, and based on my data that I show you, I can risk up to 7%. So I can afford a drawdown of 7,000 euro, and the system told me that tell me that I have all the chance to recover because I have pretty good data overall. So this is it. Okay, so let's see if we can do something else. Maybe on Dow Jones that it turns up. If it falls down a little bit, get a new divergence, we can try and make a trade, try to catch like 20 points. Maybe we can do 100 euro more and close the week with 1,500 euro net after commissions. That it will be a very nice result. I told you my goal is to earn 1,250 every week, so we can close the month on 4 weeks with 5,000 euro. So we already get this goal. Let's see if we can increase it a little bit and close a very nice week. Is the first one since I start back to make this live. And of course it's harder because I have to speak English. It's not my mother language, so I make a lot of mistakes, but I think it's possible to understand what I mean. And the most relevant fact is regarding the trading activities, so that, let me say that it's pretty good. And I noticed since I opened Twitch that there are not many channels that talk about trading, and even less than show live trading like me, like session like this. I didn't find it actually. All right, let's see what we can do, but nothing, not so much now. Nasdaq is turned to green. Bitcoin was or wasn't ready? Was ready, yes, but not that good. It was better this one with signal like this. It's pretty reliable, and I know that I can have a good gain out of this. I have a feeling like today will be the same as the other day before, and we will have to wait until the end of this session to see some volatilities. I like a good one. Just give me a second, I'll be back in a while. Come back in a while. Okay, I'm back. So let's wait and see. So now we are neutral everywhere with RSI and all of these. So no signals for us. I hope we will have a chance maybe on Dow Jones. If they fall down here and keep the slope going up, we will have a very nice divergence, so we can try it. Nothing, nothing on DAX, nothing on the Americans, and on Bitcoin as well. We just need to wait, and yes, of course, now in 6 minutes the hourly bar will close, so let's see what they want to build, because it's supposed to be a red one, big one. No, okay, this is a shooting star, and it's very important to check where they close on the hourly base. We both have shooting stars on Nasdaq and Dow Jones, so it's really interesting to understand what will going on in the coming 5 minutes, and see how it will close. I will show you now. We have the Dow Jones here. I will show you the Nasdaq as well, so we will have a clue about how is it going. Okay, so they are pushing down. Let's switch to Nasdaq because we can have a signal on Nasdaq as well. So, okay, let's check it. This is the hourly chart. 4 minutes to the closure. And the signal here will start over again with Nasdaq. Let's see if we complete a green one. We can make, we can try another one. Okay, now we have an idea what is going on, but we skip to this to check if the setup is good for a Renko trade. This doesn't exist. Okay. It's now 2 minutes to the closure of the hourly bar. We'll try with one lot. Little bit of slippage. We go for little bit lower the target. Okay, let's see if they manage to push up a little bit, and they can make it, but they have to go over our entry price because it's the top of the previous candle, and we can have our target. Okay, it's trying again. At least we had a second attempt. Okay, third attempt. So okay, next one should be okay, and they should break it, and maybe we will have space enough to go to target. It's pushing now, and we get it. We have it. Yes, we are. We're there. Okay, guys, so today it's 456 and the week is 1600, and after commission we are 1523 euro win. So this was a good one as well, and I think it was a pretty good job. So we did it. So let's see, before I finish and close my session, what do we have today? Let me make it bigger a little bit, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, 5 winning trades, and just one loss by 54 euros. So that was very good result. I'm pretty satisfied with the job we did. Okay, we have a very good pace. We have an average of 5-6 trades every day. Yesterday we did a little bit less. We were more active in the end of the session. But anyway, I think it's a good job, and yeah, I'm super happy because here you can see another very good signal. This doesn't exist, guys. This is not a fake signal. This is just a bug of the indicator. This was the bottom, and we catch it perfectly. Everything was correct on this. The slope was just crossing down, but it was up by a long time. Green histogram, the composite indicator says shows an excess, so that was a very good one. I actually didn't expect the Nasdaq to go up that much, but I am expecting it to reach this area, so it was possible. That's why I raised the lot. I didn't start with 0.50, I start with 1, because I was confident that this could have been a very good trade, so it was in the end. So thank you very much, guys, to be here with me today. It was very nice to spend the week during the week with you, and do some good intraday trading with my personal, very personal method. I guess I'm the only one to trade this way, but I like it so much. You see, it gives pretty good results. Fine with that. So as I mentioned before, I will release some analysis on the market on my YouTube channel this weekend. I guess I will make 2 different videos, one in English, one in Italian, but I will think about that. For sure I will make in Italian, so at least my Italian followers who doesn't speak English will have the chance at least to understand my view about the market, hoping to do something nice, because in this very moment the market is not that clear. I guess it's kind of distribution, especially on the indexes, and it's not so easy to detect and understand perfectly what they want to do in the coming days. But what we know for sure is that the volatility is increasing, so we have to be careful, we have to trade consciously, and of course for the rest I wish you a very nice weekend. We will be here again on next Monday, same time, same place. So have a good evening, have a good weekend, and I'll be back very soon. See you guys, bye bye.